At this point, you have no actions working at all. You don't have an actions layer. You have not added any type of interactivity to any part of this file as yet. This is why when you do try to test the movie, it just plays this crazy thing. So now we want to add our first piece of interactivity. I'm going to leave the buttons unlocked because as we go through, you will need to use the buttons. So first, we want to go to frame 1. We want to add a code snippet for timeline navigation, and the code snippet we need to add is stop at this frame. You're going to add stop at this frame to each frame because each frame contains something that the viewer needs to watch or look at before making a decision and using the buttons. You have to have time to look at it, so you need it to stop and wait on that frame. That frame contains a movie clip which will play independently of the timeline. So stopping is going to work. We need it to stop on the menu itself first, which is the home page. And this button at the upper left-hand corner of this code snippet menu will add the code to that particular frame. It will put a layer that says actions. It will add the actual code, and it will show you what it is. So this is my code. I'm going to put it down here behind the timeline so I can read the whole thing much easier. And now I'm going to go back to the timeline. And I'm going to go to the next frame, and I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to stop at this frame. Each frame, I'm going to stop at this frame. And every time I do it, it opens up the actions so you can see what you did. Stop at this frame. There it is. And so I'm going to leave it doing that because it's going to be more useful for you to understand if you can see your actions when it does it. I can always go back to my timeline. So stop at this frame. So now, if you play it, it's not going to do anything because it's just stopping on the first frame. And we don't have any interactivity yet. But at least we know it's stopping. And every time you add a code snippet, if you want to know if it's working, you have to try it out by testing the movie. And if something is wrong, it will open up a window that's called compiler errors. And it will tell you what went wrong. Okay, there's 1, 2, 3 buttons on each frame, and we want to add the interactivity now. So, we have already named our buttons. If you hadn't named the buttons, it would give you an automatic name, but it would be like button number 1, which is not going to help, right? You won't be able to figure out which one is which. This is why you name them first, because now not only will it tell you if something's wrong, but it will tell you the name of the button, it will tell you which frame it's on. So that will make fixing problems a lot simpler. I'm going to go to the walk button, and now I am going to go to click to go to frame and play. Select add to current frame. It adds that text actually to this frame. Now we know we want it to go to frame 2 for walk. It automatically will go to the frame number 5. So you go down here and you read the instructions. Click to go to frame and play. Clicking on the specified symbol instance, which is walk 1, moves the playhead to the specified frame in the timeline, which is going to be frame 2, and continues playback from that frame. Can be used on the main timeline or on movie clip timelines. You can actually put some types of code into movie clips, but we're not going to do that right now, but you should know that that's possible. And then here's the instructions. Replace the number 5 in the code below, and we replaced it with number 2. Okay, So let's see if that works. So command return, and it works. The home doesn't work yet, but it will. Okay, now let's select each of these buttons in turn, and we'll Command S, make sure we save, Command S. Select each one and put in, click to go to frame and play. And we need to put in the correct frame number. Now that one is going to be frame number 3. And this one is going to be frame number 4. So now we go back to the timeline, command return, walk. We haven't put the home button in yet, we haven't put the talk button in yet, we haven't put the drop button in yet for these. Now it looks like it disappears, the button disappears when you mouse over it. So for the overstate, which is white, it will disappear. Let's change the stage to a color. Okay, so we'll use, for the background, let's use 66FF99. Looks good. Okay. And now, if we select our button, so you can go over the button, it turns white, and that's easier to see then. Okay, so now let's go to each of these in turn, and we are going to add the interactivity to all of the buttons. This one, we want this one to click to go to frame and play, and we want it to be frame 1. This one, we want to click to go to frame and play, and we want it to be frame 3. Command S to make sure you save it. This one, we want to go to frame 4. So click to go to frame and play. We want it to go to frame 4. And let's Command S to save that. And now I'm going to go to the next frame. Click to go to frame and play. And this one we want to go to frame 2. Command S to save. This one we want to click to go to frame and play, and we want to go to frame 1. This one we want to click to go to frame and play, and we want this one to be frame 4. Command S to save. And then finally, in the last frame, by this time this should be very simple. You should be able to figure this out. This one, we want to go to frame 2. Command S to save. This one, we want to go to frame 3. Command S. And then this last one, we want to go to frame 1. And now Command return.
Now let's not get nosy, bub. Now let's not get nosy, bub. Now let's not get nosy, bub.
The important thing to remember about code snippets is that you need to follow the directions that are in the grayed out text. So once you have added something to one of your actions layers, and you go to your frame where you want that action to occur, and you add that action using the code snippet panel, you have to check to see if there are directions, because sometimes you need to change things that are in the code or it won't work.